Man, welcome back to Woke TV. So I have a sob story for y'all today, man. A real sob story. I'm seeing all these videos of women over the age of 40, 50, 30, just real sad all of a sudden. Just, you know, like they can't handle the pressure of, turning old and not have nobody. And I know it's especially hard because it's Valentine's Day today, but I'm just seeing this video on X and it's just showing like all these women just saying it's so hard to, find love. I have everything. I have a house. I have no kids, but for some reason I can't find somebody. So let's get into this video. I'm gonna mute it too because I don't want to get copyrighted. So let me play it back because I missed it. It's impossible for a woman after 40 to find a boyfriend. I have no children. I cook delicious food. I have a big house. Am I really that bad? Womp, womp, womp. It's like, I wonder because, when I remember growing up, it was always, look, this is how you have to treat a woman. You have to make sure that, you have chivalry, you treat her right, treat her as a good woman she is. But I feel like women, were they put through that same type of training? Like, and I know people will say, oh, training, that's such a bad word. But I mean, that's how you grow up. You train. You want to be good at football, you train. If you want to be good at relationships, maybe you should have some form of training, some sort of knowledge, some type of know-how. Experience as women is only going to get you killed in the end, as we can see. It's impossible for women after 40 to find a boyfriend. We have to understand what men want. Why would a man invest in you at 40 when he could probably get a girl younger? And where was all this energy at in your 20s? Why couldn't you find a man in your 20s? Your best years. I think a lot of women forget and they just want to. I think what a lot of women are doing is taking their best years, giving them away to empty relationships, casual sex, and then going into their later years when they're all old and abused and used up. They want to say, why can't I find a boyfriend now? Because nobody wants you. No man wants you after that point. You can find an older man, maybe in like a 6-year-old guy, 7-year-old guy. But if I'm 40, right, and I have no woman, but I want to ensure that I have children, and I'm single, right? And I want to ensure that I have children. I want to have a feminine, attractive looking woman. Why would I go somebody that's 40? Not trying to say that, that's impossible to find at 40. But why would I stake my odds in that? We know that women, once they hit the age of 30, is high risk pregnancy. By 32, half your eggs are gone. Or is it 33? Pretty sure it's 32. So why would I find stake in a woman that's 40? When men are attracted to young, of course, young as in of age, attractive women that are fertile, that can have kids. Let's go on to the next one. Let's continue. We'll be 30 next year, no marriage, no kid. I always go to bed with tears. And it sucks because, like, literally what happens is the roles reverse, right? Because when I was 18, no other 18-year-old woman was looking at me for a long-term partnership because of course I was young, right? You know what I'm saying? I had to build my value as a man. I had to, get a good job, be competent, be attractive, be all these things that build myself up to I'll be able to have a woman. And that usually takes time to build as a man. However, for women, by the time you're 18, you're at the top of your game. By the time you're 18, 19, 20, those are your best years. From at least for me, 20 to 26 is your best years. And I know it sucks and it's hard for women to wrap their head around, but I would just hate for women to be like this in this video. Why don't we just teach y'all? I mean, I feel like maybe, 20, 30 years ago, women understood that. And they understood, okay, well, I might as well try to secure my man now so that way I have a better future. You're trading 10 years. What women are doing now, essentially, is trading their best 10 years of their life for the miserable rest of the years that they're going to live. So 80, let's just hope 80, they're just trading out all that up. That'd be 90 years old. Yeah, so they're just trading all those years up for the best 10 years. It's all about me. It's all about self. It's all about girl trips. It's all about sleeping around. It's all about getting drunk. It's all about having fun. Me for these 10 years. Then all of a sudden, oh, okay, now it's time for me to lock in. Let me figure out what a man I can get. No. That's not how it works. Well, that's how they're trying to push it now. They're trying to say, why wouldn't you want to date a woman in her 30s? What's wrong with that? Well, you got to understand the values that you look for in a man. Men want something back as well. And that happens to be younger in their 20s women that can have kids. It's sad. Now, honestly, it's sad. It's really sad. And I had this conversation with my sister too, because she was kind of saying the same thing. It's so hard, find a relationship. And I'm just like, her situation a little different because, she's less, gay. So she has to deal with women, which, coming from her is a nightmare. Let's keep playing.
I'm going under and I feel this time there's no one to save me.
Turning 29, not married, no child, not in a serious relationship. I'm homeless. Wow. Please help me, God. Well, maybe if you're, oh my God, I said homeless. Hopeless. Hopeless. Well, again, this is going to be a repeating pattern, a pattern that's going to keep on going because I just see how this generation is going. I just see more and more women ending up in this cycle. I see it. And it's going to keep getting worse and worse. You see Britney Spears and what she's doing? It's going to get worse. She's dancing with knives, just looking for attention. It's going to get worse for y'all women. Because as you age, unfortunately, as you age, men are not going to keep looking your way. Soon you're going to realize you're buying your own drinks at the bar. And you're going to be wondering, wow, what happened? Why am I not getting the same type of benefits I was when I was 25? Things change. Yeah, I'm going to keep pausing because I don't want to get copyrighted by this music. At the age of 39, still single, no children, no house, no car, dear Lord. Wow. No children is the worst one because we're already in population decline because, people are choosing not to have children. But ultimately, it's like what women have done essentially in the fight for feminism has given all the power to the very men that they tried to say they're equal to. It's just giving the power back to the men because, guess what? When you're young and you don't care, you live young, wild, and free, and you're having all this sex and having all this stuff, the only person you're helping is the man because he doesn't have to commit to you. He's like, wow, I'm getting this for free. I don't have to do anything, no chivalry, no nothing. I don't have to open a car door, bring you flowers. Bro, nowadays, if you bring a girl flowers, she look at you like, what? Flowers? But just think back in the days where you had to bring something in order to, have a girl get with you. Sad, man.
Somebody to hold, it's easy to say, but never the same. I guess I kinda.
I think that's it. Before we wrap, I want to tell you about the story about this woman, and I was at a bar with some of my friends, and it was kind of like a bar that had tables. It's like a restaurant bar type, right? The saddest thing was of course I don't know her whole story, the woman's story, but it was just me and my friends, and then there was this woman sitting kind of like behind us in a way, and she was by herself on her tablet. You know, one thing I noticed was that every time like a security, me, my friends, some guy walked by, she would like just look and stare at him. I'm not joking. This is real, right? And I was just like, dang, by yourself. And she looked like she was, older, 40s, early 40s, maybe late 30s. And she was just kind of just looking at all the men walking through the bar, whatever. But it was so sad because she was sitting there by herself, alone. You could tell that, age got to her, of course, but she could have been back in the day. She could have been an attractive, female. But she was just on her tablet playing Candy Crush while we're watching football, at the bar. And of course, I don't know the whole context of why was she there. She could have had a husband, whatever. I didn't see no ring. I didn't see nothing. I just saw a woman sitting there by herself playing Candy Crush, ordering a drink or two and looking at all these guys. And I'm like, well, damn. I remember when I was younger, I'd be at the bar looking for all the ladies I go talk to. It was like for a woman, it's just so, it just looked like she was just so sad. To all the women, 2% of the women that do listen to this, right? Figure out what you want in life, right? Well, actually, don't figure it out because women need guidance. I'm going to tell you, right? You're going to want somebody to be with you for a long time. Hopefully, it's going to be probably, we're talking just, heterosexual relationships. It's going to be another man. So you got to figure out, what do I need to give to that man in order for him to want to get me back, and to bring, older age, a high body count, and attitude is something that men don't look for. So you need to preserve your value while you're young and find a guy while you're young. So that way that you can become the best wife for him. And what that's going to do is make him become the best husband for you. Just got to think about it. Just think about it. I know right now, y'all women in y'all 20s, y'all living y'all hot girl summer. Y'all don't want to hear nothing. And just listen to the wording of these songs. Hot girl summer. Yeah, summer. It doesn't last forever. Doesn't last forever. It's around, it comes and goes. But again, you want something stable in your life. And just take my advice. If you don't, enjoy your life. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if I'm being a misogynist. I think a lot of women will call me a misogynist for trying to help them out. Just let me know in the comments. Man, I appreciate y'all.